question?
Yeah. It is not needed one to leave the city or the house to settle in the forest. One should not go to ashrams, it means. For realization, one doesn't need anything like going for seclusion. If that is the case, why in olden days they have got an idea of settling themselves in the forest for concentration?
I said there are two paths. There are two paths. That even if one goes in the forest, unless his senses are properly trained, even there he can fall down. But this process is so powerful, that this other process I mentioned, one cannot practice. The process of Astanga Yoga in the family, in the house, while the refrigerator is chugging and the airbus is going overhead and the lorry is going outside beeping the horn and the rickshaw wala is fighting for 2 paisa more and he's trying to meditate in his front porch. Never can he get samadhi by that form of meditation. He has to go off in a quiet place. Where you'll find a quiet place today? Even over the Himalayas, Aeroflot is going. You see, so we are chanting. Outside the lorry could be going, Airbus can be going, but when 150 people were all singing Hare Krishna mantram, that mantram is a Chinmaya Sabda Brahman. That vibration itself is shielding everyone into the transcendental atmosphere. Then automatically, as we are concentrating on that vibration, that Sabda Brahman, then we are actually in the Brahman consciousness. And the more we can focus ourselves in the chanting, the more the dust is taken off of the Chaitanya, the consciousness, and the pure vision comes. So in the past, in Satya Yuga, there was dhyana. Krite Dayatum Vishnu. In Satya Yuga, the dharma was, Yuga dharma was dhyan. Because Satya Yuga means peaceful. Tretayam Yachita Makhai. In Treta Yuga, there was the home jagya, Agnihotras. Darpayang Puricharjayam. In Darpa Yuga, the process was temple worship, Puricharja. That means Archanam. Kalu Tadhari Kirtanat. In this Kali Yuga, the system is Hari Kirtana. In each Yuga, there is one Yuga Dharma. When that Mayasura I was telling only earlier today, he grabbed on the feet of Arjuna and he was about to be just killed by Sudarshan. But Krishna forgave him because he took shelter of the Mahabhagavat, the devotee of Lord. So at that time, Mayasura, he offered to Arjuna, let me give you Jantra Gyan. I'll give you the science of machines, how to make all kinds of machines. Krishna says, don't give it, we don't want it. You will ruin everything. That's for Kali Yuga. Instead, he told you can make that one, he made that Sabha at Hastinapur. What was the name of that? Maya Sabha? No, it had some other name. Huh? Maya Sabha. Acha. So, today we have this yantra again. So not only we have the yantras, but we have so many breakdown, noise, trouble, pollution. That was kept out of the, even Dwapara Yuga they didn't need. Only they were going by so much siddhi, psychic, mystic powers. They didn't need all these yantras. Now we have yantra, yuga. So this is Kali Yuga, age of iron. So in this age, process is Hari Kirtana. Of the ninefold bhakti, Sravana Kirtanam, the first two mentioned. So we are not saying other process is not bona fide. Bilkul Teek, definitely bona fide. But for Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, not for Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is too difficult. But Kali Yuga, if you chant Hare Krishna, in a short time you will find perfection. Just as you would find in Satya Yuga by Dhyanam, you get in Kali Yuga by Nama Sankirtanam. Just like if you go in a drugstore and you say that, my dear druggist, give me one good medicine. A druggist will say, what type of medicine you want? I want a good medicine. You say, well, what's wrong with you? Never mind what's wrong with me, you give me a good medicine. He'll say, you're not. All my medicine is good. One is for the head, one is for the foot, one is for the skin, one is for the belly. What's wrong with you, my friend? You don't bother with what's wrong with me, you give me a good medicine, that's enough. You'll say, get out. I can't give you anything like that, because all my medicine is good. So in a dharma, all the dharma is good. But what is our disease? That is what's happening today. Different dharmas are saying the other dharma is bad. That's not correct. How can dharma be bad? Dharma must by definition be good. The only thing is what dharma in this day and age, in this circumstance, will be the most effective for us. So we are not saying any dharma is bad. We're not saying dhyana is bad. We're not saying worship of this or that one is bad. Each has got its own value. But in this particular day and age, we have got, just like now, we have got such a strong disease. We need a special booster shot. So even Valmiki, he was a Dasasur, Dasamane, Dasaratnakar. He was given Ram Nam, Mara Mara Mara, he was chanting, which came out Ram 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 by Narad. And by chanting Ram Nam, although he was such a violent man, he was purified. So this is not a new process. Migrari the hunter, he was a half-killing animal, he was given only the name. This name is the most powerful purifier. From yugas there, not only in this yuga, but in other yugas, other processes were also effective. So people were more inclined to do that. But in the Kali Yuga, the other processes, they won't even give you the result. No guarantee of any effect. So how can you tell if a medicine works? If there's an epidemic, and you give the medicine in epidemic, if the people get cured, then you say that the medicine is good? So where is the worst materialistic epidemic than in the Western world? The full epidemic. Everyone is diseased by materialism. Now how many souls are being delivered? That proves the medicine works. Everyone who's taking the Harinam medicine, they're getting cured. That's why this is known in the Vedas as Mahaushadhi, the great Oshud for the Kali Yuga disease. Is that all right?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,